I am Aaron Pate, and in addition to working as a digital media designer at the university, I'm also an independent filmmaker. Most of the work that I do as an independent filmmaker is shooting and editing and getting stuff done on set, but in this day and age, you can't get any kind of excitement built up about your project without interacting with people online. So we do a lot of writing online. A colleague of mine writes most of our blog posts, but I manage the website and review all the blog posts for our film's website and post status updates on Facebook that link people to those blog posts. We upload pictures and demo videos and all kinds of stuff like that to keep people updated about the project. Pertaining to digital environments, the tools that I use the most are WordPress. I use WordPress to write the blogs, to edit the blogs and upload our photos and that kind of thing. And I would definitely say that in college I learned to write clearly and concisely, and I think that has helped me dramatically when I'm working through the blog post, whether it's one that I've written or one that a colleague has written, and I go through and I edit it. I think, what is superfluous information here? What can I cut down and make this like quick and to the point, but also entertaining and detailed at the same time? First and foremost, the biggest, on a practical production level for an independent film, the biggest change in using digital technologies as opposed to earlier filming technologies is that everything that we record goes on a little memory card. It goes on a computer when I'm done, and that memory card goes back in the camera. The film that we made in college right before this, we were recording on tapes, and the tapes were only $5 a piece. But if you go through 6 of them, which we did, that's a lot of money for people who are working part-time jobs and trying to get their exams done, and trying to make this movie at the same time, which leaves you with very little time left to make any money. You're just spending it. So digital technology makes filmmaking substantially cheaper, first of all. And once you're done shooting it, you're storing it on the computer as well, and the price of hard drives to back it up and store it on everything just becomes cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. So that's really fascinating. We're editing all on this one workstation on a computer. 50 years ago, if you were making a low-budget film, it would cost you literally tens of thousands of dollars to buy film stock, get it developed after you shot it, and then to have a machine to be able to actually physically cut it up and edit it on. Digital is much more forgiving. We don't have any way of telling exactly how many people are accessing or seeing information about our film outside of digital media. However, on Facebook, we have a certain number of likes attached to our website. So I know how many people have visited the website. And some of those were from early when we were starting to raise money. And that's one of the great things about having the website. I think Facebook's at the moment, I think Facebook is the most effective way to communicate with your fans or your collaborators or whatever, because so many people are already on there. So when stuff pops up on the mini feed and that sort of thing, they have access to it. They see it immediately. They're ready for it. We tried using Twitter for a little while, and it was really because one of our cast members said that he would take care of it, and I think it just became too much work. It's too much to keep. It's so much to keep up with. You could really have an entire person on your crew that's dedicated to social media, and a lot of companies now do have one person who's dedicated to their whole job is posting stuff or looking for where other people have posted stuff about them. So the website is where we put most of our information, and we kind of use Facebook as a way to link people to the website. Because if it's not one click away, most people won't check it out. So we use Facebook. Facebook has been crucial for that. And in addition to communicating with people about the film, we communicate with the people working on it through those same platforms. So I have a private Facebook group that's just for the cast and the crew of the film. And anytime we had a shoot coming up, I would say, hey, remember this is when it is, and I would send them an email and I would say, this is when the shoot is and this is where the shoot is. I send them a Facebook message that says this is when the shoot is and where the shoot is. And then I had a private blog where I would also send a copy of that email that says this is when and where the shoot is. And then I inevitably get a text message the next morning that says, hey, when's the shoot and where is it? we started our website for our independent film right about the same time we started trying to raise money. So our website has been crucial to building a fan base and building a community of people who were interested. And this was mostly friends and family and people that they would have donated their resources to us anyway, I think. But having our website gave us a way to kind of send people to one place. Like, the other major effect of digital technology is the other major advantage of digital technology for us is the ability to connect with people. We have over 200 likes on Facebook, and we got 40 to 50 people that donated money to us during our Kickstarter campaign, which are small fries compared to a lot of more substantial projects. But considering that we had no pre-existing fan base, and we started from nothing, and we just said, guess what, we're making a movie, please help us out, and that many people responded, and we raised over $3,000 with that sort of digital communication over the period of about 2 or 3 months. So having digital technology, having social media to connect with people, nearly everybody has access to it, and it's free, cheap, and easy to use to contact people. We're going to send out good old-fashioned thank you notes and invitations to the premiere when the film is done. But for those people who didn't contribute money, most of our communication with them has and will continue to be online. One of the great things about having that website in one place is that from the beginning of the project to very soon when we finish it and we actually post information about how to watch it and that kind of watch the movie and that kind of thing on there, it's all the same website. So the 200 plus likes that we've accumulated over the last 2 years, they're still there, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So people know where to go and they feel comfortable with that. That's the best way that we have of measuring our impact or our communication with other people through our digital media is the likes on Facebook. It takes very little effort for somebody to like your website. I believe anytime we make a post on Facebook with the URL in it and they click like, that transfers to the website itself. So I don't think it's an incredible number. It could be a lot higher, but the number of likes that we have kind of tells us like people care. People have taken the effort to click that one button, but that matters. That means that they've acknowledged that you're there for that day. The amount of people that actually contributed to us during our campaign, which I believe we had around 40 to 50 different backers in our Kickstarter project. Those are people who pledge a certain amount of money of any denomination, $1 or all the way up to a few $100s. And we have that list of people as well. I don't know when they're watching our material or not in anticipation of the film coming out, but I do actually have good old-fashioned face-to-face communication with people on a regular basis. And they say, when's the film coming out? Really looking forward to it when the film's coming out. And every once in a while they say, hey, I read your blogs all the time. Why didn't you guys post one this month? I'm very disappointed, and that kind of thing. So those are the two biggest things for us, I think, the Facebook likes and bumping into people face-to-face. So they tell us, keep up the good work. The biggest disadvantage to me of communicating with people in the digital environment now is that because it's cheap, free, and easy to use, and everybody's got it, everybody is a writer, everybody is a filmmaker, everybody is a photographer, and you really have to impress people. You really have to work hard to impress people. You really have to do something new to impress people. There's so much content out there for people to look at that your puny little independent film or whatever project you're working on might not really excite them at all. And so I think it's a tougher world. So it's just as it's so easy for somebody to just click like, it's just as easy for them to then move on to the next thing. So out of 200 people who like it, like the independent film on Facebook, how many of them actually could tell you what it's called if you bumped into them, or even remember that they clicked on it? That's a significant disadvantage. And as you said earlier, like being able to track that information, those are the only numbers and statistics that we have. So it's, we can't really know. You know when you have, for a band, if a band has a live performance, they see how many people are in the audience, they see how many fists are in the air. if they communicate with these people online and they have 1,000 fans, they don't know what differentiates a casual fan from a really serious, dedicated fan. So the same is true for film. I don't know how many how many real human beings are actually going to show up when we say we're done, we're showing the film tonight, come out and watch it. I doubt that we'll see as large of a number as we see in a digital environment, because it takes a lot less commitment for somebody to click on something online. Most of the stuff that right now, the biggest project that I'm working on is my independent film, Bone to the Dog. That has been in production for over a year and a half. We discovered it's very difficult to balance full-time jobs for everybody that's involved and make something that's a feature-length project. That's the biggest thing that I'm working on.